वो कहते हैं गुरु गोविंद दोऊ खड़े काके लागू पाए बलिहारी गुरु आपनो गोविंदियो बताए। तो अलकेश जी ने हमको अनीता जी के बारे में बताया था, तो उनका भी महत्व इस टॉक के लिए और जो खुद दे रहे हैं आगे टेस्ट ये टॉक होने जा रही है और बहुत ही अच्छा विषय है, वो भी गजलक्ष्मी पर है। और मैं सबसे पहले स्वागत करता हूं मिस्टर अलकेश जवेरी, न्यू जर्सी यूएसए से हैं, मेंबर ऑफ हेरिटेज फाउंडेशन जलगांव और गुजरात से नेटिव है, गुजरात इनका नेटिव प्लेस रहा है। तो और सेशन की चेयरपर्सन प्लीच इंडिया फाउंडेशन हैदराबाद। शिवनागी सर।
सर नमस्ते, मिश्रा सर नमस्ते।
वेलकम सर।
I am traveling from Vijayawada to Hyderabad.
Dr. Sivanagi Reddy sir,
Namaste.
please share the session and introduce our eminent speaker Alkesh Javeri.
Yeah, sir. Good afternoon, all the respected scholars. First and foremost, I would like to thank Professor S.K. Mishra ji, convener, national webinar on not only national parks but also on heritage precincts, and he has been taking a lot of pains in organizing national webinar series. We have all enjoyed a lot of the previous webinars. Now, now I think we have Dr. Pratap Chandran, Assistant Professor, MS University, Baroda, as co-chairperson. Then I welcome him. And Professor Alkesh Javeri ji, we all know that...
sir, no professor.
No, yes, sir, you are more than a professor.
I am not a professor, sir.
Yes, Alkesh ji, I think most of our Stapati Stapati talks and many seminars on Indology, his presence, architecture, and his active participation. For that, I am extremely happy to see once again Alkesh ji on this national webinar. Sir, we welcome you with great respect. On behalf of S.K. Mishra ji, on behalf of our Vice President Pratap Chandran ji, and on behalf of our learned scholars who are present here. So, I think may I request the co-chairperson Dr. Pratap Chandran to present the CV of Alkesh ji. Before he makes a presentation on a wonderful topic, journey of goddess Gaja-Laxmi through Millenia over Pan India. Yes, there are people or scholars who are known for their expertise in one specialization. That is, Javeri ji has a lot of collection on the image and the paintings and other curios on Gaja-Laxmi. We all are aware of the fact that earliest Gaja-Laxmi panels come from one of the railing panels of what we call Barhut Stupa, and there is a continuity of journey. So, later now in the early historic and later historic periods, we see on the Lalat Bimba of the temples and many more. Even if you go to Ellora, you have a very beautiful Gaja-Laxmi sculpture. Like that, I am not going into the details, rather than waiting to enjoy the illustrious talk by Alkesh Javeri ji. Sir.
Thank you. Pranam, sir.
Thank you, sir. Sir, pranam.
Thanks for giving me time while traveling.
Sir, no, it is our, otherwise I could have missed it. Sir. Sir, Mishra sir, is our Pratap Chandran ji is available? हेलो
हाँ चंदर जी सर नहीं है, नॉट अवेलेबल सर, प्लीज present his introduction of Mr. Alkesh Javeri. You have his biodata?
but I do not have that details on Alkesh sir.
I would do on my behalf.
Kindly,
Sir,
kindly,
you are
present.
traveling, so no problem for me.
Kindly brief on yourself.
And you have already introduced me before in your
No, sir.
start set, so it's not a very.
Sir. Kindly give a few details for the benefit of the other participants, sir.
Okay. In a very brief,
Yes sir.
I would say
Sir,
about
sir, very
myself.
kind of you.
अलकेश जी आप टॉक स्टार्ट करिए, उसके बाद हम यहाँ वो करते हैं, हम भेजते हैं सर के पास, भुवन सर के पास भेजते हैं, वो प्रेजेंट करेंगे।
कोई बात नहीं सर। So, 1 मिनट मेरा स्क्रीन शेयर कर लेता हूँ आप लोगों से।
हाँ
स्क्रीन विजिबल हो तो बता दीजिएगा प्लीज।
हाँ
इज इट विजिबल?
यस सर,
ओके
विजिबल है। हाँ
ओके, गिव मी अ सेकंड। So good day everybody. This is Alkesh from United States representing my paper at National Webinar 22-23 series on Gaja-Laxmi, on journey of Gaja-Laxmi through Millenia. I am not a very great scholar, so it would be difficult to say more stuff about Indology or archaeology or something. This journey started with a collection of the Gaja-Laxmi picture, when my mother used to tell me some stories about Gaja-Laxmi and I used to listen to her. So उस समय जब हम when I was listening to the story, I always had this image in my mind, and the main image was of Mangal Kamini Mata from West Bengal, where Gaja-Laxmi, the goddess Lakshmi, showed playing with elephants in that story. So that extended me, and this is the first sculpture I saw that is from Maharashtra. Then I started collecting these pictures, and this picture started my journey through Millenia. And when I started collecting all these pictures, I found that this image has taken a long story. Starts beyond BC and is extending now also with various people. So this is our Kuldevi's temple. She is also a Gaja-Laxmi, and she is stationed at Binmal in Rajasthan. The beauty of this sculpture is Gaja-Laxmi is has 2 hands. In one hand, she has a flower. The other hand is in separate mudra, and she is annotated by 4 elephants. 4 हाथी उनकी सेवा में है। तो गजलक्ष्मी का कॉन्सेप्ट ये होता है कि अगर लक्ष्मी है और उनके साथ हाथी है तो उसको गजलक्ष्मी बोला जाता है, नहीं कि लक्ष्मी सिर्फ उनके ऊपर जब अभिषेक करते हैं, अगर वो अभिषेक करती है तो उसे अभिषेक लक्ष्मी कहते हैं. सो व्हेन शी इज एनोनेटेड and lusted by water, she is Abhishek Lakshmi, but with presence of elephant, she is only a Gaja-Laxmi. And this Devi, ये एक सोचना है कि if you see everywhere, you will see Ganesh. Right now, Ganesh festival is going on, so we will see that everywhere is Ganesha. But this Devi has already sorry. This Devi is prayed in all the religions of Hindu. So Brahmanical, Buddhist, and Jains, as Manjari Bhalerao told a couple of days back. The main nature of Lakshmi is Lakshmi. Haji? Hello? The Gaja-Laxmi is since past, and she's तो गजलक्ष्मी को हम सबसे पहला उसका लिटरेरी रेफरेंस देखते हैं, वो है ऋग्वेद के श्री सूक्ता में, जहां उसे उन्हें पद्मों के साथ बताया गया है। पद्मिनी जो लोटस के पास होती है, पद्म सीता जो कमल के अंदर रहती है, पद्म वर्णा जिनका रंग पद्म जैसा है, पद्म संभवा जो लोटस से आई है, और कभी कभी उसे पद्माक्षी भी कहते हैं, जिसकी आंखें भी कमल जैसी है। उनको वो बताया गया है कि लक्ष्मी इज कंसिडर्ड एज कॉन्फरर ऑफ प्रॉपर्टी, रिचेस, स्प्लेंडर, फेम, long life and offspring. So Lakshmi is not a goddess. Goddess is a metaphor which has been later became a part as an idol. But she gives you all things, जिसको आज के दौर में इकोनॉमिक्स या डेवलपमेंट कहा जाता है। अब जब लक्ष्मी की बात होती है तो एक जगह ये दो इम्पोर्टेंट एस्पेक्ट है। जो एक है बैरूत स्तूपा का, जो अभी मिस्टर शिवांगी रेड्डी सर ने कहा कि जहाँ वो फर्स्ट हमें दिखी, और दूसरा ये आंध्र प्रदेश में दिखी थी, जिसके सिल में उनको देखा गया था। सो दीज आर two places from where her first iconic representation you see her for the first time in iconically कि यहाँ पे गजलक्ष्मी है। उसके बाद उससे पहले होता the Lakshmi मूर्तिज were made, but they were made on perishable or Sikotra Mata, we say, on the name of which there is another island called as Scortia. And this is one of the great paintings by, I think, Ravi Verma. This motif became so much of famous that it was taken. Not only Lakshmi was represented, but here you see other gods are also represented in Abhishek mode. This is Shiva, Shivalingam, and this is Ganesha. There are many also forms, but it's very difficult to get everything in one slide. And it's difficult to warehouse the collection when we are working all around. So I have just tried to get 3 of them. I have many, but we will take another time. We will put in the present sheet too. So now as we say the Gaja-Laxmi, she is composed of 2 words, Gaja, elephants, and Nagas, the clouds. So she was metamorphed with the clouds. जो बारिश की बरसात के क्लाउड होता है, उसकी भी एक स्टोरी है। अगर टाइम रहा प्रेजेंटेशन में तो I would tell about that Amarjal story, but if not, we will continue the presentation right now, and then in the end I will tell about this Gaja-Laxmi story too. So here you see she is with 1 elephant. Here you see with her 3 elephants, 2 elephants, and this is the one I am talking about. ये जो मंदिर है उज्जैन में है, जिसको गजलक्ष्मी मंदिर कहा जाता है, जहाँ गजलक्ष्मी माता की पूजा होती है, और उसमें गजलक्ष्मी का आप जो देखते हैं वो लेंटिल पे या ललित बिंब पे वैसी गजलक्ष्मी नहीं है, वो हाथी के ऊपर सवार है. So Gajalakshmi is with one elephant, two elephants, or more than two elephants. So we will see various images over here because we are just journeying with Gajalakshmi. And with the popularity, it has caused the Silk route also. So on every places of the Silk route, you will find Gajalakshmi. And it is also followed by various religions who were in a merchant community. So they were Jains, they were Buddhists, they were Hindus or Brahmanicals, whatever you say. And her journey continues over. So when she is she is presented with one elephant in various asanas. Here you can see in one of the paintings. Here you can see excellent. Here is in a woodwork with other gods, and here she is sitting. And you see the elephants are not annotating her, but elephants are on her side by side. So all over India, when you move around, you will find various icons of Gajalakshmi. So let's see some elder. These are some seals which were found of Gajalakshmi. This is one in the Bihar Museum. This is Mathura Museum. This is in Los Angeles Museum, where she is standing in standing position. Now here we say all the murtis are in standing position, whether they are broken or not broken. But later on, with the development of sculpture art, this slowly started make her in sitting position also in various asanas. And so these are all seals where the Gajalakshmi is standing. Even if you see Lakshmi in coins, I have included few Lakshmi coins because Gajalakshmi, if you say, without Lakshmi, we cannot move further for Gajalakshmi. So we have to include the coins of Lakshmi. So here we see various coins, how the Lakshmi has traveled on various coins. This is from Sri Lanka. This is one of the most famous coins of Azilius, on which Lakshmi is shown in standing position. So this was a combination of Indian and Greek art. So how long that has traveled, that which shows. These are the coins from Sri Lanka. This is from Sri Lanka. This I don't know which coin, but it's a Gajalakshmi coin some friends sent me. This is again from Sri Lanka. And this also a friend has sent me, but he hasn't given me the details. So some people just collect and they are also in search of details of various things. So when we don't get information, it's not that we wouldn't. And these are two coins of Lakshmi during the Gupta period. This is the same slide in Hindi. So here you see Lakshmi on a full bloom lotus. Here you see Lakshmi in a standing position. Here you see Lakshmi again annotated by elephant. On the coin is from someplace exactly. The name is also on the slide. You guys can see it. And this is a plate of Lakshmi. So it is not only she's on coins. You can find her on plate also. What is Lakshmi now? Or what is a Gaja-Laxmi? She has 5 things. She is energy. She is nature. She is grace. She is celebration, kirti. She is success. And at the end, she is Maya, who creates and destroys. She also marks the sign of beauty, power, prosperity, luck. And she is not only the wife of Vishnu. In many places they say, oh, ये विष्णु की पत्नी है और ये उनका है. No, she is power of all the gods. All the male gods have the power in form of Shakti as a female. So it's the Shastras have balanced all the gods. They haven't given each one a single power. Like electron, any material has electrons and protons, and then only it can stay in the stable state. So to make this world in a stable stage, everybody was given concert, and all those concerts which are with you or with us are Lakshmis. Sometimes she is also represented with Purna Kumbha. Many times they don't draw a whole Lakshmi, but it is. Now here, if you see this image, where is Gaj? You don't see Gaj. Here, this is a very famous painting by a very famous artist Keshav sir. Here is Gaj. So she is with Gaja. She is with Kamdhanu, and here Lakshmi. So all this Prakriti, nature, Kirti, celebration, success, everything comes within these three things. Now, many times in many papers, it has been described that she is part of Ashtalakshmi. However, some scholars do opine that she is not part of Ashtalakshmi, but she is a separate. Ashtalakshmi concept was later came in. So if you see Ashtalakshmi, there are 8 forms of Lakshmi, means 8 different ways the Lakshmi can come to you. Adi Lakshmi, who creates. Sanatan Lakshmi, who gives you pregnancy, means who gives you birth. Shubha Lakshmi, who gives you well-being. Dhan, who gives you wealth. Now, wealth doesn't mean only money. We have to always keep in mind. She is not an ATM who gives out money. She gives you riches, energy, success, glory, and on all of top, if you get everything, she is Mahalakshmi. She survives you as a Mahalakshmi. Sometimes also in certain places I have seen in some of the panels that she is also presented with Sapta Matrukas and other Matrukas. But no, she has her own identity, where you can see here. Here there are Matrukas or sometimes some 7 planets, but Lakshmi is put separately over here on the lentils or on the side. She never is a part of it. Here we see some beautiful Gaja-Laxmis. Now this is on the mask. So whenever somebody is doing a dance, she is carrying Gaja-Laxmi on her head to show his kirti. Here Gaja-Laxmi is in a standing position. Here is another beautiful Lakshmi with 2 elephants. Here is a painting of Lakshmi. This is a painting. So you can see the difference in the way the Lakshmi is over here. Lakshmi is over here and Lakshmi is there. These are from different ages. All the murtis are from different ages. This is one from Kashi. I have a question for all the scholars. In Kashi, there is a temple called Mangala temple, where there is a Gaja-Laxmi. So if anybody goes to Kashi, please find that image for me. And she is not only like at a one stage, she was considered as the similar god. This is one. Here she is on one of the Gupta or Kausambi coin. Here is on lead coin of Sattavahana. This image is a beauty, very much beauty. And where is she found from? Where this image is found from? You will be surprised. This is in Bangladesh Museum. I have many, like couple of images from Bangladesh Museum too, but this is one of them. Many times she is shown with lions also. So here, if you see all of them, you will see all this have a lion on the side. And I think in the last seminar, somebody told long back that lions used to extend from Iran all the way up to West Bengal. So it's very important that this lion must have come into iconography of the sculptures. And they have united him. Gaja-Laxmi, this is a Gaja-Laxmi, and this is lion with her. Also, whatever the sculptures are found from Kashmir, you always see she is with lions. So why this happened, how this happened is again a question of research work. But her presence with lion is very well-being established. Maybe some say, oh, she is Durga. Yes, if we consider Durga, she is also Shakti, but main thing is why Gaja-Laxmi form with Durga. This is again a research question. So this is in one of the forts of Kalinjas. Here you can see lion clearly on her side. Most of people say Gaja-Laxmi is compared with Kirti. Sorry guys. Gaja-Laxmi is compared with Kirti. Shit. 1 second. My slide are running up, okay? My mouse is not giving me good. To most, the Gaja-Laxmi is used to be with comparison of Kirti. Kirti is when you win a war, and when you are victorious, you get Kirti. So this Kirti sculpture started, the king started making her as a Kirti sculpture, and later on they also put her over in the temples. So we notice Gaja-Laxmi in various places, not at one place. In the temple sanctum, where we pray, on the Lalit beams of the temple, on the walls of temple, in the niches of the temple. But mostly nowadays, later stage, it became that she was always worshipped on Lalit Bimba only. And many temples of the South Indian, you will see that when you move around the temples, it's almost like so many Gaja-Laxmis all over on all the late niches and Lalit Bimbs. So the state of South India, I don't know what happened in North India and why the Gaja-Laxmi is sculpture diminished in that area. But if we think she is existing in southern temples, there should be some that it must be existing in northern temples too. But due to so many attacks and plain structure, the plain Gangetic plain structure, those may have gone with it, and easily available statues may have been broken. I don't know, but we will see. It's also a question of research. So in the South India, even in temples, even in houses also they have a Gaja-Laxmi. Here you see it's in one of the houses. This is palace, this is a house. This is again a palace. This is from Kashmir. This is from Cambodia. Gaja-Laxmi in Sri Lanka. This is on a small pillar, very small pillar. It may be 2.5 centimeter size. This one is in Seychelles island where the Indians have carried their culture down. This is again in one in Mathura Museum where she is in standing position. And it has been used by Jain sculptures also. It's not that only Hindus, Brahminical sculptures used her, but also Jains used her very much. And also Buddhists use them. So she is power. What is then? She is represents values. She also represents values. Was affluence, development, fame, victory, and sovereignty. जैसे आज भी किसी के पास बहुत पैसा है और बहुत स्थापित आदमी होगा तो बोलेंगे लक्ष्मी जी की इनके ऊपर कृपा है या गजा-लक्ष्मी की कृपा है इनके ऊपर. बाद में गजा-लक्ष्मी वर्ड निकल गया लेकिन लक्ष्मी साथ में रही है. And it's over the centuries. Nowadays we carry mobiles and have a picture of our gods with us. Back in this day, on those days, the travelers, the merchants, the seafaring communities, they did not have. So they used to carry this kind of small Lakshmis made of terracotta. And they will pray every day to her. So this is a very small, hardly it's like 2 centimeter object. Even in the slide also, it's not that big. So this is one of the images. This is on the temple. This is cut in the wood. Here are some famous ones. Let me see. This is one terracotta found from Uttar Pradesh, and it is in the Los Angeles Museum. This is again terracotta from Chandraketu Gruhi. This is in Kathmandu. So Gaja-Laxmi sculpture was already in Nepal too, and Nepal was part of India. We should not forget. That's why I have taken my topic as a span over pan India, because always we see the current India, we don't see the previous India. So this is a part of the pan Indian culture. And she is on various temples. So this is on the various temples of various places. This is on one of the houses. I already told you guys that it's on not only in palace, but she's in the houses too. So here is she's in temple. Most of them are on the lit beams. This is from Surya Temple in Kutch, Gujarat. This is in a house in Morbi. This is again in one of the temples. The god is different, but still Gaja-Laxmi is on the top of him. The temple may be Shiva temple, temple may be Vishnu temple, or any, but the top is Gaja-Laxmi. This is one temple in Orissa too. Here we can see various Gaja-Laxmi. Now here, as I said, that she is found in sanctum. So in various temples in Tamil Nadu, if you travel, in most of the temples you will find her as a separate shrine. And many friends, when I ask for the pictures from different temples, they say that according to the agamas, they cannot take photographs at many places. So if from some places where they can take the photographs, they have sent me the photographs, but I don't have photographs from all the temples. So this is from Tamil Nadu. This is again from Tamil Nadu. This is Meenakshi Mandir. This is somewhere in Tamil Nadu. Temple looks very old, but the Lakshmi image is a little bit blurred, but it's very good. This is from Orissa. This is again in somewhere in Tamil Nadu. Here this is from Konark temple, and she's in the axis of the Surya Ratha. So as I say, she's a very important deity. Very important deity. She is also found in various places like Himachal Pradesh and Uttarakhand, and every place, every state in India, you will find at least one. Only thing I have not found is from Punjab, but I would suggest any person who is listening to my lecture, if they find any Gaja-Laxmi in Punjab area, please share it to me. So she has traveled into various regions of India, like, and with the seafaring communities, as I said, she has traveled all the way up to Vietnam, Champa, Bangkok, Thailand. She is also a part of this is a not a new design, okay? This is some tribal dress, and these are all from tribal ones. So people also used to wear her when they used to move to do the darshan in the morning. They used to wear the pendants or ear something on the ears and keep. She is also now you will also find with the development of temples in Western world like Africa, Europe, North America, Jamaica, South America, where we have various communities. They also started putting Gaja-Laxmi, and they are building temples like our Indian temples. This is in one of the temples in United States. So as I said that Gaja-Laxmi has traveled from on various places, from Mathura, Vidisha, again Mathura, northwest. This is one of the coins in the northwest. This is this is a Gaja-Laxmi which has been little bit broken with the time, and this is the temple in Pakistan. Here also, I think, as I dotted down, or I jotted down, that some of the people who moved from the Pakistan after 1947, this or during before that, when there were trade links going on with Dwarka and other places, they used to build the houses with Gaja-Laxmi. So my conjecture is that her presence was also in that area too. Let's see and do a research, and we will find some of the presence. This is again from the Kashmir with one lion. Maybe you may find some murtis have been repeated. Sometimes, as I said, that she is just not shown as a Lakshmi, but she is also shown as some symbols. The lotus symbol of Lakshmi being prayed in Bengal folk. Has become the part of folk art too. These are some beautiful collections shared by Dr. Srinivasan to me. These are all from Northwest Seals. So this is Abhishek Lakshmi from Northwest Kushana period. It's from Kushan period. This is again Abhishek Lakshmi from Kushan period, which was shared by Dr. Srinivasan, and this is in collection of this guy Aman ur Rahman collection. So this is basically Afghanistan area. It's most of the sales are from Afghanistan and beyond, all of them. So from Northwest, let's come down again. And they are found all the way up to Southeast coast. All the eastern coast states, starting from Bengal, Orissa, are rich with Gaja-Laxmis. And even the western coast also, if you go in certain, all Goa, Sahyadri, and further down. So she is not, most of the places, she is represented as not only on lentil, but she is as a separate murti too. This may be part of lentil which has been broken later, on a later concept, and just put in the temples. This is also the similar object. Or second, my conjecture is this may be the protector goddess. So she is also in many places taken as a protector goddess, जिसको हम ग्राम देवता बोलते हैं या village deity बोलते हैं. In the Western world, if we go to in Maharashtra, she is found in various caves. Bita caves, Yana caves, Aurangabad caves. This is the part of this Bita cave, Alora. In eastern Orissa also, I think she is also found in one of the caves. I'm forgetting the name of the cave, but there is a very famous. I may have a picture in this one of this.
Udayagiri, sir.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Udayagiri caves. Thank you, sir. It's very early morning, sir. Some points may be got away. And I said before also, Ujjaini has a temple, and Ujjaini also had coins of Gaja-Laxmi too. So you can see where his presence is. So from Ujjain, and we also should think of in the past that Ujjain was very near to Sanchi. It's not that far. So when we are putting up the miles, we have to understand these things also. So here she is found in various temples of Orissa. The beauty in Orissa is always in most of the places, the lotus is shown on her left hand. Whereas in the western side, the lotus is shown on the right hand, this side. I will show you some images, and I would say these are my observations. It's not anything like research, but what I observed. Here you can see that elephant is picking up the water and annotating her. Now she is also found in Kashmir, Himachal Valley, Rajasthan. Hello? Somebody's mic is on. Can you please mute it, please? This is from West Bengal. This is in Himachal Pradesh, as I said. This is Assam. This is again Orissa. This is in the Madhya Pradesh and Odisha area. this is a very important sculpture of Gaja-Laxmi, and this also has a big story. It's from Amjara, Rajasthan, and this sculpture has Krishna and Balrama as their attendants to Lakshmi. So here we these are some of the sculptures from Rajasthan of various eras. This sculpture has a big story. I went to India this year, and I was moving around in Udaipur near one of the vows. Suddenly, like something was pressing me to go down. I said, "Let me go down." When I went down, on the lintel, I saw this image, and that vow, nobody visits that vow. Nobody goes inside that vow. So even in the walls of Pratihara temple, or in the temple of Kalinga, or in the Rajasthan, or even she is also depreciated on Vijayastambha of Chittor. So she is a Kirit Lakshmi. Again, a proof of her giving us a Kirti or Kirti. And I believe one of the priests, when I went to this Balaji temple in United States, when I asked Gaja-Laxmi, he said, "No, this is Kirti Lakshmi, and take the picture of Kirti Lakshmi." So I'm not sure it's Tamil region, or they may tell her as a Kirti Lakshmi too. I have to find about that exactly. This is in Bundi. This Bundi sculpture, I would say more details in a later slide. Here are some old from Sattavahana time. This is a cosmetic tray. You see, this is on the tray, and this is how you use it. This is also on the tray which has traveled all the way to Southeast Asia. Here she is on the niche of the temple. So it's not that she's only on one object like Lalit beam or wall. She is also used on the objects which you are using, like a trace. Coming on the Sahyadri region, Vidisha, Vidarbha, and Maharashtra section. These are few from those areas. Sahyadri, Konkan. These are all from Konkan areas. And every day I find one or two new sculptures, and people send it to me. So this end. So this is, we are in the state of Maharashtra. This is again from West Bengal. This is a murti in West Bengal. So beautiful, 2.5 inch, 2.5 centimeter, or 2 inch. I'm not sure. He didn't mention me the dimension, but this is it. This is in one of the palaces in Jaisalmer. It's a private house, and here you see Lakshmi sitting on lotus, elephants annotating. Here, Gaja-Laxmi is carrying Surya annotated. So that's why I said it. She is also shown with sun. Look at these two sculptures. Two different regions, but sculpture really almost same. This is Telangana. This is Chhattisgarh. So sculptures used to travel, and they also used to carry their cultures. Most of is similar. I'm not saying the same. See the annotating elephants. See the kumbh from where it's annotating. See the asana of the Lakshmi. Only here you see two flowers, and here you see some decorative stuff over here. That's the difference. Here are some bronzes of Lakshmi. This is with 4 elephants, 4 elephants, 1 elephant, 1 elephant, 2 elephants. So she has also been depreciated in bronzes also, and bronzes have also traveled as Vigra with various people. This Gaja-Laxmi is a protector stone, and she's lying under the dam. When summer comes, she is only available when the summer comes up. During rainy season, she again goes back inside the dam catchment area. Here you see she's on the tank. I have beautiful on the tank also 2 or 3 Lakshmis, but I cannot cover everything in the slides. So this is on the tank. This is in the Cochin temple as a Kirit Lakshmi. Again in the lentil, because in Kerala the temples are built of wood. So this is on one of them. This is he is using kolam, and this is also a sculpture from Bidmal. This is our Kuldevi Lakshmi. So I am not going to. Here we see these are from Pratihara time. See the change of lotus, as I said. This is in one of the sun temples in a Jhalore area. I don't have the exact image. I tried to get from people, but I don't. But this I found from internet some in one of the articles in JSTOR. So this is one of them. So you see the lotus is on the right. This is from Chittor Fort. This is in Ocean Temple. Now you see how they moved them to the lotus. Sometimes the sculptures made elephant as an attendants, but on the later stage, they use the lotus, and they use lotus as a pedestal for the elephants. But in basic sculpture, if you see, elephants are never put on the lotus. But in Orissa, if you see on the Puri image, you will see lotus. And now compare, this is in Rajasthan, western part of India, and if you compare the Gaja-Laxmi on the Puri temple, which is almost eastern section of India, both have lotus in the hand. Elephants are used as a pedestal. This is in one of the ornaments which is offered to the god, and Gaja-Laxmi is there. This is taken only once in a year. This ornament is taken only once in a year and offered to God. This is from Chhattisgarh. This is one of my friend Om Soni gave it to me. Now this is the sculpture I was talking about. This is from Bundi. If you see any Gaja-Laxmi in the Bundi area, you will see that she is always playing with hairs, and while the elephants are annotating. A very interesting story is called Amarjal story, or myth connected to her, and that also relates to Vindhyavasini Mata too. So here there are 8 if you count, is more than 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 and 8. So Gaja-Laxmi is almost on 8 elephants, with 8 elephants. Shri Yantra, and she is playing with her hair. Here the elephants are annotating. This is from Chhattisgarh. This is a bit before that region. Why I have tried to combine all these different places together, so that we can know that how iconography was related to each other. So these are from the similar areas, the murtis from similar, and some murtis I have taken from different regions on the slide also, to give you the idea that on the different side how the sculptures took the iconography from one region to other region and put their variations in it. So these are two from Chhattisgarh. This is from Vidisha area, I think. These are from some museums, but here Gaja-Laxmi is shown with various different gods. There is one in Mathura Museum too, where all the gods, and secondly, all the idols have a similar height. A very important thing is when all the gods have a similar height, their nature or their power is almost on the same line. No one is upper to each, or no one is lower to the god. So considering that all the gods are of the same level, these idols I have tried to collect and put all them together. This is from one of the papers by Dr. Gerard Mavison and his colleague. So all the images I have taken and compared over here. This image is called Khandeshwari image. Now this is in some tribal area of Assam or West Bengal. Now here is a different thing. Here they offer goddess what you call as Bali or some other stuff. Again, this is a tribal art from Chhattisgarh. Gaja-Laxmi with only one elephant annotating Gaja-Laxmi. See, this is no sculpture has done it. It has just traveled from generation to generation to generation to some of the tribal people. Here you can see that he has also shown British Army moving around. So you can say that this is not a very old image. It's after British era image. This is also showing like what you do in agricultural stuff. Basically, Lakshmi is also connected with agriculture. We have to keep in mind this world survives on development of agriculture. If a factory breaks down, you can reconstruct. But you cannot reconstruct a factory without an agriculture because you will have no money. So always keep in mind that point. The opening the factory is not a development. Development is making agriculture rich. Here this is in one of the columns by Meenakshi Devraj. She's an IT tech and she's also associated with many organizations. Very simple Lakshmi in one of the temples. But look the beauty of the artists. We always have to look at the beauty of the art. Is it again in the part somewhere in the southern part of India? Second thing I would tell you is I haven't taken any known and famous images in my presentation. You will see. There is no from except couple of them who are landmarks in the Lakshmi study. I have tried to show you all the images of Gaja-Laxmi which are not known or which are unknown to the people. This is from Assam. Gaja-Laxmi from Assam. It's Ahom period. Here, this is the Gaja-Laxmi again. But here you don't see she is being annotated by elephants. But she is being charmed by elephants. You know, इसको charmers बोलते हैं, जिसको हवा डालते हैं ना भगवान को, वो कर रहा है. This is in somewhere in near Porbandar area. This is an important slide what I was talking about. So these are the people who have been migrated or they had their trade connections from Karachi to Dwarka. And they built this house and they built this something like a chiti houses in Tamil Nadu or in the southern part where they always have a Gaja-Laxmi which we saw earlier. So these people have moved from Karachi down. And they are, I think, I don't know their genes, but they have moved from Pakistan or that area, and they had a beautiful trade from Pakistan. So a very promptly we can say that this connection is there in Pakistan. Only thing is we have to find some ancient ones from there. I could find like later ages, but I haven't found any ancient from this region. So that is my quest going on right now to find one of the at least images. And here if you see this house, you will see the Lakshmi is, Gaja-Laxmi is at top and Lakshmi is in the bottom. The whole page. So with that we have to talk. It's not only just the artisan has made art, but they have made the levels also. They have shown the levels that who is on the top or what god you were and what is the at the lower end. This is a digital art. So it's not that she was only in ancient. This is somebody has done in digital art. and this is somebody has done on the walls as a fresco. So compare both. Here we see Gaja-Laxmi prayed as a Kolhapur Mahalakshmi. This is on one of the hero stone. So it is not that they just built on the ledges or temples or everything, but it was also made on hero stones, because you can easily see this small images which tell that this is a hero stone. This is somewhere near the tree. So here she is as a protected deity. Again, one of this I had already shown in black and white, but this is the color image of the same. All the gods same size. Gaja-Laxmi anointed by elephant, Kartikeya and Ganesha. This is from Tamil Nadu. Look at the asan. Most of the Gaja-Laxmis, if you go in the Tamil Nadu region, you will find in this asana mode. Not like this. Whereas here in the western Rajasthan and other side, this is one from Alwar. So here you see the asanas, and here you see the difference of asanas. So iconography also you have to compare when you move around.
That is called Utkutikasana.
Sir, thank you. I already told before the presentation that I don't know various asanas or something of Indology. So I would just, but what are the observations I will keep in mind, sir. Thank you. So this is Utkutasana over here. Here we again see Gaja-Laxmi. Now this, if you see the image, you will see it is not on lentil. It is like this way, the lentil is there, and it is over this area. This is again in Kerala, all the way on the top. This is max I could do, otherwise the picture is getting blurred. So this is the max I could get from that picture. This is in one of the bows in Rajasthan, in Udaipur area. This is in one of the chariot. Chariot. This is the second. Here you see only two hands again. Never a Gaja-Laxmi. At later some stage they started showing in with her four hands. But if Gaja-Laxmi has a power or she is independent, she always has two hands. In iconography, if the goddess is with two hands, she is independent. And if she has four hands, she is not independent. That's what they say. I haven't gone much in the iconographical key also. So if any mistake, please correct. This is again a Gaja-Laxmi, some from Bundi area. Again, you see, yes.
She is sitting in Siddhasana, the last slide.
Okay, thank you, sir. So this is Siddhasana. Here you see is in Bundi. Again, you see this. She is playing with hair. There's a beauty in Bundi. Even if you see any paintings of Bundi art of Gaja-Laxmi, you will find that she is always playing with her hair and the water is flowing. We'll come to that story also if we have a time. मिश्रा जी मुझे बता देना अगर टाइम है कि नहीं है सर प्लीज. And here these are some paintings by very famous artist Keshava. Here you see Gaja-Laxmi playing with two hairs. Yes
सर. जवेरी सर.
हाँ बोलिए.
एक लेक्चर और है अभी आपके बाद महीने का, तो हाँ नहीं तो इसको आप अभी बता लीजिए, 10 मिनट में आप कंक्लूड कर दीजिए.
हाँ वो तो कंक्लूड हो जाएगा, उसके बाद
जाएगा
कि नहीं हुआ. हाँ हो जाएगा सर. So here she is.
हाँ 10-15 मिनट में फिर मैडम का लेक्चर होगा, अभी एक लेक्चर और.
श्योर सर, इसीलिए मैंने पूछा आपसे. So these are some Gaja-Laxmi Kesava sir has studied and painted.
हाँ
So see, now this is what I said, that the Gaja-Laxmi in southern state is at brim. Anywhere you go in South India, you will feel this Gaja-Laxmi. You will find Gaja-Laxmi. Maybe on temple niches as a protector Devi, as a separate goddess spirit. These are all in Jain temples or in Buddhist. You will find her. Here, this is, see, this is the last is on the tank. Is a water tank, and to protect the water tank, she is a protector Devi. So she gives you water. Here we have various Gaja-Lakshmis with two elephants. These three sculptures I will show you in the next slide. I don't want to, as Mishra sir said, there is another lecture coming in, so we'll take the process of time. So here you see this Gaja-Lakshmi. This is again a protector deity. This is on the wall. This is on the wooden bracket. I would ask all the participants to see these Gaja-Lakshmis of different era. This is on one of the very famous something picture. It's called a picture, and that has traveled all the way to Denmark. And here you see the Gaja-Lakshmi. And you see the elephants. See the elephants. Surprisingly, astonishingly.
Like horses.
Yes.
Like horses.
Yes, they are like horses. And second thing is this elephants also, sir. This is the like a hybrid animal, showing the teeth, tusk, carnivorous, everything. So these two pictures really surprised me. And the age is different from stone age to on a wooden panel in the state of Gujarat. How this has traveled? Again, a research question. Here she is on various hero stones and also on inscriptions. Again on a wooden panel. So this is the Gaja-Laxmi on wooden panel. Now, before concluding what I was saying about the Gaja-Laxmi story in Bundi, it is said that long back there was a very much big drought on the earth, or a famine on earth. So Lakshmi went for prayers and did a penance. So when she did a penance, it was so much. Then the Vishnu came in and asked God sea to send the elephants and annonate her with this water. So this water was annonated on her as in form of rain, and that rain is called now Amar Jal. जो मरता नहीं है वो पानी, उसको अमर बोलते हैं. और पानी ये चीज है जो मरती नहीं है. हमारे 75% अर्थ में पानी है, लेकिन जो पीने लायक पानी है वो उसका 1% ही है जो हमारे 75% है. तो वो पानी का अमर क्यों हो गया? क्योंकि वो लक्ष्मी को एनोनेट करके हमको पीने को मिलता है. और उस जगह से दो नदियां बही थी, एक चंबल और एक यमुना. तो विंध्याचल का जो त्रिकोण है जहाँ 3 देव है, विंध्यावासिनी माता, काली माता एंड सरस्वती, बेसिकली दैट इज वाज अ महालक्ष्मी हु हैड पेनेंस्ड देयर. एंड दैट स्टोरी इज वेरी implanted in Bundi area. So anytime you find any Gaja-Laxmi from Bundi, you will see that she is always playing with her hair, and the 2 rivers are flowing from her hair. Now in the conclusion, is my special thanks to the organizers and the team, and a big thank you to Skand Mishra sir who gave me this opportunity to present this paper. And at the end, I would be dedicating this to my brother. Actually, this was made for my brother who recently passed in month of March, and on his anniversary, I was going to present for some at another place, but unfortunately, I could not present. So this is dedicated to my brother Virendra Javeri, who has passed in for some passed in last on March. So praying to him, I would be concluding my session. If you have anything, I have this my Gaja-Laxmi page where you guys can visit and see various images of Lakshmi. And if anybody has any kind of Lakshmi, you can post on this page or send it to me. My email and other stuff is is available to you, and Mishra sir also has it. This is Gaja-Laxmi in my city, Vadodara. This image also has a big story, but due to the time restriction, I won't tell anything more. Last but not the least, this image from Amzara is very close to my heart. Very much close to my heart, because this is the goddess who came to my mother and asked her to find her. That I would discuss sometimes in another presentation. But she was stayed in heart, and later on, right now they have built a small temple over there. This is a Gaja-Laxmi from Chittor. Even in the Chittor fort, there are almost like 8 to 10 sculptures of Gaja-Laxmi, and 4 sculptures are on the Vijayastam too. Why I'm almost emphasizing Chittor and Rajasthan, because my roots belong to the state of Rajasthan. So I always will be. Rajasthan is also close to my heart.
Kindly close your mic.
Gujarat.
Siva sir, kindly close your mic. It is interrupting us. Siva sir, please mute your volume. Yeah, thank you, sir.
Sorry, I would just repeat the 3 slides which you guys have missed it. So this is dedicated to my brother Virendra Javeri, who passed in March. The presentation is dedicated to him. And this, I am talking about this Gaja-Laxmi. So this is the one which my mother had dreamt, and so with this I conclude my session. Thank you very much for listening to me patiently. I have tried to get as many Gaja-Laxmi as I could with this next 40 minutes. Thank you very much.
Sir, Mishra sir. Hello.
जी sir, बोलिए.
Sir, can I offer my concluding remarks, sir?
Sure, sir.
Yes. Now, I would like to actually congratulate and thank Javeri sir for giving us what you call his topic is also very interesting. He justified. He also took us on a virtual tour to the places where he could found all the Gaja-Laxmis right from Borhut to Rajasthan, Alwar, etc. And including, he dealt on varieties of media of Gaja-Laxmi. And for me, it is exactly a new thing that I come across, that 8 Gaja-Laxmis, that Ashta Gaja Laxmi. Lakshmi with Ashta Gaja, 8 Gajas is a very rare phenomenon. And again, Gaja-Laxmi accompanied by Ganesh and Kartika is also a new thing that we come across in regular iconographical details in other contexts also. But at one place, he has put across all the information. And my request to Javeri sir is, why can't you kindly bring out a monograph on Gaja-Laxmi, and your name will, become Gaja-Laxmi Alkesh Javeri ji hereafter. You made a wonderful presentation, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Once again. I congratulate you once again.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. It's like a treat to me.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
And I am also thankful. I am thankful to SK Mishra ji for giving me an opportunity to change the session.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Thank you. Yes, Reddy sir, thank you.
Thank you. Mishra ji.
Yes, sir. A brief intro of Alkesh Javeri and your views.
Sure. Alkesh, due to certain problems, your introduction was not given, so I am given the charge to introduce you after your beautiful presentation has taken place. So, Mr. Alkesh Javeri, by education and profession, is not an archaeologist. He did his postgraduate diploma in human resource development from Maharaj MS University Baroda, and he has done Master of Science in Statistics, Operation Research, and Computer Programming from Sayaji University, Baroda, and he has been working in different professions in USA. But out of his love for India and for especially for Gaja-Laxmi, he has collected uh, so many images wherever possible, uh, and taken us on tours of Gaja-Laxmi through the India and abroad. And it has been a very wonderful showcasing of Gaja-Laxmi in various forms. And I would simply like to say that although the Gaja-Laxmi perhaps originated somewhere in the Buddhist context, so far as iconographic form is concerned, because we find earliest Gaja-Laxmi in Bharat context, in the Buddhist context, and then in Sachi and various others. But as Maya, the Lakshmi, the money, wealth has got no religion, so the Gaja-Laxmi also has traveled, has been accepted in all the religions in India, be it Buddhism, Brahmanism, Jainism, and later on, and in different format, it continued and it still continues to bless us with wealth of grace, property, and all kinds of wealth that we require for our survival. So, Alkesh, very, I mean, many thanks for you for bringing us to the through the journey I mean, for taking us through the journey in India, throughout India and abroad on the Gaja-Laxmi trail. That was wonderful seeing all the things. I would only add to what Dr. Sivanagi Reddy has said, that you bring out a monograph on Gaja-Laxmi so that there would be a chronological order of it. It would have been better if your presentation would have been on I mean, although it was, but the place names and dates, others that could have generated, I mean, that could have given us more information to all our audience and scholars alike. Uh, Nonetheless, it was a wonderful presentation, and thank you very much.
Sir, I would say this is all taken from the time of which I come
Thank
after
you,
my
sir.
work. I work
Many
in
thanks.
USA almost like 8 to 9 hours a day. And
I,
then
I, I,
right
we
now
understand, and
also,
that
last
is
night
very
I
commendable of
worked
you.
last night I worked till 12 o'clock, and today at 5, it's around 6 a.m. I'm again presenting. Getting up
Yeah,
at 4 o'clock, going to
yes,
you
we
working
appreciate your effort. We
as
appreciate
a
your
health
effort a lot.
so what happens is a time constraint is there, and second thing
Right.
is the certain information is not easily available in this country.
Thank
Anything
you.
regarding India, if I want to know, I may have to go to either New York or in the college or libraries, which I'm not entitled. I have to pay for that. Even if
Yeah,
you want to get a small monograph from J Store, you have to pay $50, $60 a month so that you can access to those libraries.
right.
So whatever I get from various places or from net, I use it, and I try to. And this chronology idea is still in my mind, but the issue is I am not that expert who can make this. So I need a special support from the scholars and experts who can help me to do this.
Definitely. We all are ready to help you out in this. and Dr. Sivanagi Reddy is here, who is a great Sthapati and has
Yeah, he is the one who had inspired me to talk.
Okay, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Mr. Akhilesh Javeri, sir, for giving nice talk. And